If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. My name is Sandra. I'm a spiritual healing coach, spiritual baddie, all of the above. So today is day 22, and there's just something that I really want to get off of my chest. One thing I really want to say is for us women is that we have to put ourselves in a position where we are no longer condoning fuck shit from fuck niggas. It's just welcome too much within our communities that it is okay for us to just accept whatever the fuck a nigga does to us, and we're just supposed to be the fuck okay with it. Being disrespected, cheated on, beat on, like literally everything underneath the sun, and still say, oh, but he loves me. He tells me he loves me. Like, at some point we have to draw the fucking line. Now, I say all of that to say that when we as females, when we deal with these certain type of individuals, it comes from a reflection. It comes from your inner self. You have to understand that you do not attract who you want. You attract who you are. And I've said this several times. Until you heal, you only attract reflections of yourself. So when it comes to dealing with these men or these certain type of men, we trauma bond with them. Okay? And trauma bonding and dealing with the narcissistic men goes hand in hand. It's literally, we go through the same damn phases. Love bombing. Do you know what love bombing is? Love bombing is where you get with a person and they are overly in love with you. Sounds familiar, right? Oh, he acts crazy about me, so he must love me so much. No, that's love bombing. That is a form of abuse. It doesn't seem like it at first because you don't understand exactly what is happening to you. But love bombing is where they're overly loving, and they may shower you with all of these gifts, and they're like, oh, I want to be with you forever. But the moment you set a boundary of like, okay, maybe we should kind of take this slow, that's when they become hurt. They become angry. So now the next phase is codependency. Codependency is where now they're starting to criticize you, and it doesn't come off as mean, but it's very subtle. So it like sneaks in there. It's like, you did that without me, as if you can't do it on your own. So like I've said this before, like self-sacrificing is a learned behavior. Codependency is where you put somebody else's feelings above your fucking own. This is where you get into the Captain Save-A-Ho. You want to save a nigga. We as people cannot save other people. People have to want to save themselves. People have to want to change themselves. If they don't, we can't do it. You can't do it. You cannot fix another fucking person. So when you start to become codependent, they notice that, and then they start to back up from you as if they're leaving you. But you're like, well, wait, no, don't leave me. Why would you want to leave me? Like, I thought that we had something, really going on here. And then you start, as women, you kind of feel defeated because it's like, well, what the hell is going on? Now, you done beg this person to come back. This is where they start to tear you the fuck down, because the next phase is criticism. They literally start to criticize you. They start to chip the fuck away at your self-confidence every single fucking day. At this point, they may start mentioning other females, trying to make you jealous. Looking at you saying, oh yeah, that's why such and such look better than you anyways. Little shit like that. But it may be little, but it's still big, but it keeps happening. Now you get into the next phase. Gaslight you. Gaslighting is one of the most dangerous phases in this entire cycle. Like one of the most dangerous. And I say that because when a person begins to gaslight you, they make you feel like you are going absolutely batshit fucking crazy. You start to question fucking reality. You don't even know what is real from fake. This phase right here. This is the phase where you lose it. Literally, you fucking lose it, and you lose yourself. Once you do that, the abuser is able to reassign control. Now, you are at the point where you're so confused that you just stop caring. You stop giving a fuck. You give up. You feel so motherfucking defeated. You don't know what the fuck to do. You stop sharing how you feel, because at the end of the day it doesn't matter. So you just accept the mistreatment, and you put yourself in a phase, well, not in a phase, but you put yourself in a state of numbness where you'll do anything to numb what's really going on within your reality, because it hurts so bad. And at this point, you have completely lost yourself to the point where you don't even recognize yourself. Okay, you look in the mirror and you don't even know who's looking back. Like, and it kind of like almost like brings me to tears because I've been through this. Okay, and not only have I been through it, I've seen a lot of people go through it. We see our friends go through it on a daily basis, but we feel like we don't want to intervene, or we don't want to make it seem like we're overstepping our boundaries, but sometimes we need to. It's really time that, because in reality there's no boundary. And that's what we on the outside looking in, we look like we feel like we're going to overstep if we put ourselves in other people's relationships. But you have to understand, in the relationship, once it gets to that point, there's no boundaries. None at all. Like, I know I can't sit up here and say that the road to get out is going to be easy, because it wasn't for me. It definitely wasn't for me. And to be honest, the only way I got out was because the motherfucker I was messing with went to jail. That's the only way I got out of it. So I know that for a person that is going through something like this, who doesn't have that, like, you know, the man is just, he can't really do anything. Like, the motherfucker can't do nothing to you now. Versus a motherfucker who's still around, who knows where you live, who knows who your friends is and stuff like that. Like, but everything we do is a choice, and that's what we have to understand. And I know that when you get broken down so bad, to pick up the pieces seems impossible. But even though it seems impossible, you still have to want to do it. But also, as a friend, we have to be a little bit more as to what the fuck is really going on. No, you may not want to intervene. No, you may not want to. But at the end of the day, if you care about somebody, then, you know, like, you know, it's like if you see something, say something. Like, cause at this, like, we just have to stop condoning this shit. Like, we have to stop. We as women, we have to stop. Like, if we don't, who the fuck is? Who is, especially as black women, who the fuck is going to protect us if we don't do it for each other? Stop competing with each other and start working with each other, working together, loving each other just as the black, beautiful women that we are. Because at the end of the day, what else is there to do?